what's your thoughts on what's been happening with the fire ant baiting?
Concerning because the two compounds being used are not meant to be released in the waterways, especially in areas where there are, very interesting, unique fauna and flora. But it really affects more the fauna, the crustaceans, and I believe that we have some very unique crustaceans in the area. It's not going to kill them straight away, right? I look at, let me say this at the outset. I'm passionate about water, but I'm also very detached emotionally when it comes to talk about these things. I look at the data, look at the science, and I try and keep my cool on that area, because science is science and emotions are a completely different kettle of fish, and you cannot use both of them and mix them together and lose your cool and your head when it comes to the data. But what we say, that these compounds that they use on the fire ant treatment do not kill the animals outright. They're not that poisonous, but they do disrupt the ability to reproduce, which long term causes the demise. And it, depending on how concentrated it is in the water, is how much of an effect it's going to have long term.
Yeah.
Now, these chemicals that are using pyriproxyfen and methoprim have a very short half-life compared to other compounds, but they're long enough to cause some problems. And not only that, once they break, they make these other metabolites that can actually be more detrimental to the fauna than the parent compound. And so having it in the water is not ideal. The concentrations are significant for long term, but not to eradicate or to kill immediately. That's not going to happen. So that's my concern. My concern is what's going to happen 2 months, 3 months. We are at the stages where these compounds probably going to last a little bit longer because of the temperature. We are in a cold period. Had we been in summer, then the breakdown is a lot faster than winter and low temperatures. And I mean low temperatures. We've been experiencing some pretty low temperatures, and they've been saying it's been one of the coldest winters in a long time, in over a decade. So that is against us in the sense, well, when I say against us, is against the breakdown of the molecules that are responsible for the control of fire ants.